Hello, it's Oksana, and this is going to be the All About Eyes tag. And now my questions here that I'm looking down at. I think this is a fun tag, and I'm super excited to do it. So, what eye cream serum do you use? So I use two things, one of which I apparently didn't bring. Oh, here it is. So this has been my eye cream. I usually do skincare at night before bed, and I don't really do anything in the morning. So the Cebu Beauty Sea Buckthorn Age Defying Eye Cream is what I've been using, and it's really nice. It's very moisturizing and creamy. It's not like greasy or like super heavy, but it's definitely like on the heavier side, which is what I like because I have dry skin. And then recently I got the sample from Andrea, the 100% pure coffee eye cream, and I've tried this before and it wasn't heavy enough for me to use as eye cream, but she said it makes a really good primer, and that's what I've been using it as. I started using an eye cream during the day before I put my concealer on, and I think that it's really nice, and I think that it definitely helps my concealer look better underneath my eyes. So this is kind of another eye cream that I use. And number 2 is, what is your favorite under eye concealer? So I have two. I have the Christopher Drummond Dual Face Concealer, which has been a favorite in light, and this works really, really good. And my next favorite is the Super Cover Cream Concealer in Fair from Beauty Without Cruelty. It's a pencil, and I've actually been using this a lot recently because it's such a brightening peach color. It just like brightens up your eyes instantly. I have it on today, and it's also so easy to use because it's a pencil that you just kind of like blend, and you're done. So it's great, you know, when you're in a hurry. And I think I like this one, like the final effect of this one maybe a little bit better, but I use this more because it's kind of more convenient, and I think the color of this works a little bit better for me, even though I have this in the color Fair, which is similar to this color, but I feel like that one is like more noticeable in my lines, and this is like the perfect match for my skin color. So it's, even though it might settle or something, you can't even notice it because it just like blends right into my skin color. So the one downfall to these pencils is I feel like I have to sharpen this all the time, and then even shortly after I sharpen it, if you're not careful, like the wooden part is kind of scratchy. You don't want to like scratch your under eye area with like the wood from the pencil, so that's kind of something that has been slowly unpleasant about that. Number 3 is, what is your favorite eyebrow product? So my all-time favorite eyebrow product is this cream, brow cream from Silk Naturals in the color Blonde, and I think that this makes I use it with this brush, the e.l.f. small angled brush. I have this on my eyebrows today, and it just works really good for me. It's a pretty neutral color. It's quite light. It's not too warm. It doesn't have too much orange. That's kind of the best thing about it, is, you know, that it, on me, some of the other products I've tried, if they're too warm, it just looks really, you know, weird with my coloring. Looks like I have orange eyebrows or something. So that's just been a really good product that works well for me. It's so easy to use. That's been like my holy grail eyebrow product. So next, number 4 is, what is your favorite eyeshadow primer? So I have a few things here to show you. My favorite overall for like the longest amount of time has been the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and I know this isn't natural like most of the products have been, but creasing is something that I have a big problem with, so I can't really use a completely natural eyeshadow primer, but this works wonderfully for me. Before using this, like years ago, I used the Urban Decay Primer Potion, which kind of dried out my skin a little bit. I feel like that one works good, but over time it's kind of drying. And this is not drying, but it works just as good. So I really, really like this. And something that I think is very comparable for me is the Prime Time Eyelid Primer from Bare Minerals. I have a couple of these little sample size ones that came with some palettes of theirs. So this might have cleaner ingredients. I'm not sure. In which case I would pick this over this if the ingredients are better. I haven't checked, but really like them both. They work exactly the same for me, and they just blend out clear. They're like a skin tone color, and they just blend out clear, and they're perfect. And another thing I want to mention, because this is kind of like an eyeshadow primer, it's called the Eyeshadow Enhancer from Silk Naturals, and it's a clear gel, and it's like a little bit tacky. It's not sticky, but it's just got like, I don't know, I think just because it's wet, you know, it's just like a wet gel. It's got a little bit of a tackiness to it. And you just put a thin layer of this on your lid, and then when you go to use an eyeshadow color, it just really pops. It really sticks to it and enhances, just like it says, enhancer. It's almost like applying your eyeshadows wet or foiling them. It's that kind of effect. So I really, really like this, and I wanted to mention it since it kind of falls in the primer category, I think. Number 5 is favorite eyeshadow palette. You must choose just one. So this is really hard for me to answer, and I'll explain to you why. It's not because I have so many palettes and I just can't choose my favorite one. It's actually because I typically use, you know, indie companies' mineral makeup eyeshadows, and I press them and I make my own little palettes out of them, just kind of customizable, like Z palette style palettes. And so that's not like a real palette. I can just pick out any of my favorite eyeshadows and arrange them whichever way I want, you know. So that's not, I feel like that's not the kind of answer that they're looking for here. And then I really don't have too many palettes. I have some from Bare Minerals, and then I have a bunch of these recently, which I got, which I've shown a video on, from the Conservatory. So that's the one that I chose to show you. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick this one because I love purples. I've been especially obsessed with purples lately. And the thing about these is you can choose. The colors pop out, and I can like make my perfect palette, you know. So again, it's not like a set palette, but I tried. I mean, I didn't arrange them, and I just picked one that I already had, which is I have each one of these palettes I put specific colors in, so I have like the purples and the greens and whatever colors together. So I just picked one of those so that it's not, you know, it's not cheating. I didn't rearrange it or anything, but I guess that's as best as you're gonna get for an answer for that question. And number 6 is your favorite eye makeup remover. I actually use oil to remove my eye makeup, and I don't necessarily have my most favorite oil. It's just kind of like what I have around. I feel like they all work pretty similar. And the one I was using was maracuja oil. I had some that I used up a while ago, and then I started on this big bottle, and I am like halfway through, from, what is this called? Purador Argan Oil. This was on like Groupon or something, and it was relatively cheap, and so I got this huge bottle of argan oil, and it works good. It's cold pressed, and yeah, really easy to use. I just kind of like went all over my hand. Just kind of rub it on my eyes, let it dissolve the makeup, then I kind of wipe it away. So that works well for me. I don't really wear too much like super heavy duty stuff. Usually this takes everything right off. My mascara might need a little bit of water too to like dissolve that completely, but that is what I use for makeup remover. And number 7 is your favorite mascara. So this is another super hard one for me to answer. I don't have a favorite mascara, to be honest with you. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with mascara, and maybe false lashes is like the best answer for this, because I like that better than mascara for sure. But of course you have to wear like a little bit of mascara, or I do when I wear false lashes. Otherwise you can tell that my lashes are like, my real ones are brown and the false ones are black, and it looks a little awkward. So the one that I use the most, that works the best for me, is this Buxom Amplified Mascara, which I actually got for free like a while ago. This is probably, I should throw it out or like get a new one, but I still use it. See the wand, it like stretches out and gets longer, and then it gets shorter because this turns, and I use it in the shortened version, and I like this. This works well. It's my favorite mascara at the moment. It's not necessarily, I feel like with mascara, even when I find one I really like, I always feel like, oh, there's got to be something better. It's never perfect. Like, it might flake a little bit or smudge a little bit. That's usually the problem that I have. And I've been curling my lashes a lot. I should probably mention this because this is like real key to me liking mascara, is this heated eyelash curler. That works amazingly well, and I can't live without that. So it really helps to keep my mascara from smudging too. You know, kind of curling my lashes first before I apply it. So that's that. And your favorite eyeliner, gel, kohl, felt tip. So I'm assuming that I don't need to pick 3 from each category, but it just gives you examples, I think. But I have just one. This is my most favorite eyeliner of all time. I mean, I do have other eyeliners, but this is like hands down, like all my other eyeliners are right here, and this one is like way up here. I can't live without this at all. This is a Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner / Serum. And I have this in Ultra Black. That's what I use the most. And then I also have it in brown, dark brown. And this just, look at that. You can make the thinnest line, or you can make a little bit of a thicker line, and it's just so pigmented and saturated. And there's like a little bit, it's not shiny, there's no sparkle or glitter, but it's not like a super flat matte black. And I do have that on today. I just love it. This is like the only way that I can get winged eyeliner to look halfway decent. I've tried other ones, and I've tried felt tip ones. This is not a felt tip, it's a brush. And this just, I don't know if it's, I'm so used to this, I can't even like get used to other ones. If I tried another one first, maybe I'd be used to that, but I just love this. So easy to use, and the fact that it's a pen too, there's nothing like, you know, there's no ink over here like some of those other ones that you like pull out and you can, you know, get eyeliner on other parts of your eye if you're not careful. This is very like foolproof, the best like basic eyeliner, so love that one. And number 9 is your favorite single eyeshadow. So this is kind of hard because I have so many eyeshadows, and of course picking just one, I feel like if you ask me that question every day, I would pick a different one every day. But I took a long hard look at all my eyeshadows that I have, and I narrowed down to 2. I'm sorry that it's not just one, but well, I guess if I had to pick just one, I would pick this one called Sonic. I pressed mine, so they are typically loose, but Sonic from Silk Naturals is the perfect light color. If I was just going to wear one eyeshadow, this will be a gorgeous one to wear. It has really beautiful golden copper iridescence, just looks really natural and nice. And the other one I have here is another favorite. It is called Fairy Dust, and it's more of like a greenish golden kind of color. Also really iridescent, really pretty, just the kind of colors that I like. So either one of those, if I had to just wear one color all over, I would wear one of those. I know that wasn't the question. It's not if you could just wear one color. It was like your favorite eyeshadow overall, but I think, you know, that's why these are my favorites, is because I could, you know, just use one eyeshadow and get a look out of it. If I had to, it would be those. And number 10 is your favorite sunglasses. So my favorite sunglasses, I don't necessarily love these, but out of all the ones I have, which is not a lot, these are the ones that I actually wear. And I cannot read what this says. Oh, you know what it says? It says Jessica Simpson. It kind of wore off a little bit, but that's what it is. So I didn't even know that. Like, I'm literally finding this out right now with you. So I bought these at, I'm just wiping them off a little bit, TJ Maxx, and they look like this. Here is what I look like wearing them. I like them because they are relatively large. They're pretty dark. They block out the sun. I mean, I look for performance, not just style. It's not like, oh, these are so cool, and you know, even if they don't work for me, I wouldn't wear them. So these work, and I'm happy with them. I don't necessarily, I mean, I feel like I could get better ones because sometimes if I wear these for too long, they start to like squish my head, squish my brains out. And I have that problem a lot with most sunglasses. Actually, my biggest problem is I think I have like a big head. I have this problem with headbands too. And they kind of like start to hurt right here where, you know, this part hits behind my ear, and sometimes I'll even get a headache. So these kind of are the best at not squishing my brains out. They're definitely the best ones out of all the ones I have. And yeah, I guess that's it. I don't want to talk about my sunglasses for a super long time, but these are my favorite ones, but I'm sure there's probably better ones if I like really looked or wanted to spend money. These were cheap. These were probably like, I don't know, somewhere between like $10 and $20 as most TJ Maxx sunglasses are. So that's it. That is the entire tag, the entire 10 questions, and I think this is a fun tag, and it'll be really cool. I haven't looked yet, but I wonder if there's like a lip tag and a, I don't know, like this is the eye one, so I wonder if there's ones for other categories, but that would be fun. I'll have to look, and if there is, I might have to do those too. So that's it. And this doesn't say, usually it says, you know, who should do this tag next, and it doesn't say it, but I think that if, you know, if these questions appeal to you, you should definitely do this tag. I would love to see other people do this tag, my other YouTube friends. I think that would be really fun. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.